What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another 4K action figure review on the NECA Toys re-release of the Misfits, the Fiend figure. If you're trying to pick these up, you can do so at Very Big Bad Toy Store, proud sponsor of the ShartimusPrime YouTube channel. If you're trying to get your action figures or any other kinds of goodies, you can find them right over there. Link in the description below. And while you're down there, please go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to NECA Toys for making this review possible and sending these samples my way. I would have picked them up anyway. Love the Misfits. The lovely Charlita One and I went to see the Misfits over in Oakland. I think it was just in Oakland last year, and oh my god, what a great time. It was really one of the best shows I've ever been to. I mean, dude, it was like 45 minutes into the set or something, and then Glenn Danzig's like, all right, so we have a few more for you. We got Attitude, Where Eagles Dare, Bullet. He just kept on naming these hits, and it's like, whoa, they already played so many hits. And my band, the Mangs, heavily influenced by the Misfits, Ramones, Motorhead. Those are the three bands that really influence my band, the Mangs. So hey, make sure you check out the Mangs. We're set to have our comeback in 2025 or whenever all this stuff clears the way. Anyway, on the side of the packaging, you can see we have the Crimson Ghost right here in color and in black and white. The Misfits mascot is basically a 1946 horror film character who, disappointingly, is like just a mad scientist. Like when you watch the Crimson Ghost, I always assumed that he was kind of like more of like a demonic style kind of character, but he's kind of like a mad scientist kind of guy that talks and everything and has a normal voice. But anyway, it says right over here, the Fiend is one of the most recognized music mascots of all time, and we are proud to present two versions based on the classic artwork and imagery of the legendary punk band, the Misfits. The Fiend is available in either red or black flowing robes. Both versions come complete with 3 different hands and a candelabra accessory. Very cool looking. They have different poses right over here. So there's the red version, and then here's the black version, same thing. And yeah, tons of bands use skulls for mascots, ever since the Misfits. I mean, including the Mangs. So yeah, even though ours is, kind of funny looking, yeah, you'll see it somewhere. Anyway, on the top of the packaging, it says Misfits right there for each of them. And then on the bottom, you can see all the people responsible for creating these figures. So let's get to it and look at the accessories. So each of them do come with a interchangeable right hand, and then the left hand is the same, or not interchangeable, so you do get the 3 hands. So here's the candelabra hand, and you just, it's very easy to, switch them in and out. So I'm not going to demonstrate that, but you can see the detail on this thing is just incredible, man. Look at that. I love how the flames look, sticking right up right there, the melting wax and everything. Nice paint detail. Really dig it a lot. And then same thing with the hands right over here, so that's really cool. And then you get a regular wide open hand right over there. So that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, also I wanted to talk about the Kid Robot Fiend Madball right over here. Like Madball, dude, it's just crazy how much my whole thing for collecting toys and my passion for music are connected, because the Madball song, which is a ripoff of the Jerry Lee Lewis song Great Balls of Fire, is what sparked my interest in music. So when I was 6 years old, my parents took me to see Jerry Lee Lewis, and I saw this old guy going crazy, playing on the piano, smashing the piano, standing up and doing crazy things using his feet, and it just blew my mind. And so shortly after, I'd signed up for piano lessons, and they're teaching me classical music and stuff, and I didn't really get into it. And later on, not until high school, that the passion reemerged. And yeah, so anyway, love this Madballs right here from Kid Robot. Very cool. Love this Fiend Madball's head right here. This is just awesome, and got the devil lock going right through the middle. So very cool. Really happy to have that. All right, so let's take a close look at the Crimson Ghost. We're going to go with the red version right here, which is, I don't know, my least preferred version, even though I think they're both awesome. I would just be happy to have just one of the two of these, but having both is just incredible. You can see that we do get this nice, beautiful fabric right here, and this awesome bendy wire inside this robe. I love that we get this bendy wire in the hood as well. So you get bendy wire that goes all the way through here and all the way around the edge of this thing. So that's neat. And you get this little metal hook right here that helps attach everything, just to see what it looks like without any of that on there. That's how that looks. So I will have the candelabra with the red version, and then without the candelabra for the black version. That's basically how that's going to go. So, and I think the lovely Charlita one is cool with this one being in the living room. There's very, very few figures ever that get to be posed around in the living room, but for the Misfits and the Fiend, I think she's making the exception. Wow, there that goes. You know, I had put this together so many times before, never had that problem, or never had as much of a difficult time as that. But anyway, there that is. And wow, let's get a closer look at this head sculpt, because I love what they've done over here. This is just so badass. Look at that, man. You can see some nice texturing right there on the white. So you get this nice, you know, realistic bone look. And you can see he's got the dull eyes, as he should, right there. So we get some more light on it. The hood's kind of like blocking the eye sockets, but man, that looks great. Such an iconic skull right there. Just love it, man. I want your skull. What's your favorite Misfits song, by the way? Mine is Horror Business. I think I'm going with Horror Business, even though it changes every once in a while. Astro Zombies is another one. I mean, there's just so many good songs. So many good songs, really. It's just endless. And who's your favorite? Are you a Michael Graves guy, or are you a Glenn Danzig guy? I've always preferred Glenn Danzig, but I do love Michael Graves as well. Man, that is cool. Really liking this a lot, man. It just looks so badass. And you do have the Velcro holding this together, so if you wanted to completely disrobe him, you can do that. And then there's the other hand right there. Yeah, man. And then you can see like the legs right here are all just kind of, you know, little phony legs. And you have some nice detail right here on the shoes. No peg holes or anything at the bottom of the feet. So yeah, you get the same deal right here with the black version. Had a little bit of cloth come off right over there. But we can take a look at the black one right here, and this looks dope as well. I don't know, there's just, you know, I'm just used to seeing it more in black, and that just makes me happier. So this is definitely my preferred figure out of the two of them. And BBTS, I think they might be sold out at the moment, but they were selling them as a pair. So I think it's awesome having both. One to have right here in the garage with the drums and everything, and then the other one for the living room. But yeah, these are badass. You don't get the bendy wire at the bottom of this, by the way. It's just only on that top piece that I removed earlier. So these are both very, very freaking cool, man. All right, so let's get them standing up over here. Again, these are 8-inch retro figures. So these are not your, you know, typical... not getting the typical articulation that you see in most NECA figures, right? It's less for sure. So like the head will look up and it will look down that much. And you get side-to-side motion, a little bit of head pivoting right there. Shoulder will move outward all the way. Ooh, little piece of fabric. Pick that off. Moves down, rotates forward, rotates back. Bicep swivel in there. Single-jointed elbow. Then the wrist turns side to side, and they hinge up and down. You do get a waist joint in there, and it kind of moves around a little bit, but it's mostly feels like side-to-side motion. A little bit. Hips move outward just a little bit like that. It's kind of funny. And then heel kick forward, back, upper thigh cut, single jointed knee, ankles move down and up, and that is it. That's all the articulation that we get on these guys, which, you know, for me, it's, of course, I prefer high articulated figures, but with this, it's kind of a different, it's a different, you know, it's a different kind of geek spot that it's hitting right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just badass that they re-released these. I'm just so happy to have them in my hands. All right, so let's get this in focus and measure these up. You can see that they are both standing, oh no, I just knocked one over. They are both standing a little over the 8-inch mark, closer to 8.5 inches. Ah, jeez. See, that's what happens when they don't have ankle pivot. They fall over easy. Or, you know, they wouldn't fall over easy if you didn't knock them down with the measuring tape. All right, so for a comparison, we have the recently reviewed by yours truly, Sergeant D from SOD. Looking pretty cool. I like that. 2 skulls right over there, mascots. And then we have Freddy Krueger, the 8-inch retro Freddy Krueger from NECA Toys as well. And then last but not least, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. And there we go. So yeah, there's all 3 of them side by side. So yeah, man, what do you guys think? I mean, I'm giving this a stud rating of, oh my gosh, so awesome, because yeah, I'm just really happy to have these. These are just really, really cool looking figures. I just absolutely love them. Love the Misfits. Having them in, you know, having their mascot in action figure form like this is just too awesome. So yeah, man. So let me know, like, what's your favorite Misfits song, man? And what's your favorite Misfits lineup, by the way? And did you get to see them recently? Was your mind blown? Were you disappointed? You know, I love hearing and chatting about all that kind of stuff, all the band talk and everything. So hopefully you guys, you know, let me know what you thought of the video as well. And yeah, man, I'm curious to read your comments. Let me know what you thought. And hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I'll have a Marvel Legends review up tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!